and welcome to another exciting episode of Tommy's Trains. As we've been going along, we've been going through different operating accessories from Lionel that will make your set a little bit more fun than just having a circle or an oval. So here's another operating accessory that was super common. I don't want to say it's the most common one, but I've seen a ton of these. We've got the Lionel automatic milk car with unloading platform. This one's a Dairyman's League. I believe there's some other, there might be a Borden or something. There's some other ones. This one is the Dairyman's League operating milk car, and this is 619818. So this comes with an unloading platform, the milk cans, the workman, the knuckle couplers, and it has metal chassis, metal wheels, and axles. Alright, bring our car over. You have to position it pretty well, and you need this operating section. This is not just a regular uncoupling operating track. You need a special one with the extra little ribs in it. So if you just have one of these, it's not going to work. You have to have this one. And you can see that the controls are a little bit different. So instead of just having this little switch like this, you've actually got one that will uncouple and unload. So this is an operating accessory and uncoupler control, whereas the other one really only operates the ones that have the plunger on it. This one is totally different. So unfortunately, in some instances, you need more than one piece. So here's the box cover, and a total different timeline with Lionel products. These looked a little bit more legendary, a little bit more like the ones that the legacy Lionel stuff that you would see. So here's our Dairyman's League, and I do believe there was a Borden. I think maybe some other ones too, but for sure I think I remember there being a Borden one. And the instructions are pretty straightforward. But see, you need that controller, which is this, and you need that. So the car itself, the graphics are pretty good. So you can see early 90s, back when everything was still made here. This is all metal into here. Trucks, the uncoupler. So this one uncouples differently. It doesn't have that plunger. You have to use the finger tab. I believe that with this right here, when you push the uncouple, it may work. Let's see if it. So here's our controller, and there's our knuckle coupler right there. It's closed, so it does work. And these are here, like I said, these are a little bit more expensive. They're a little bit, there's a more gadgetry to it than just this little thing right here that was pretty much standard and the cheaper version. But if you want to have some of these operating cars like this one, you definitely need to get this section right here, the uncoupling and operating track decals. And here that you separately apply to the milk cans, and then they'll look like this. This car is one of those old ones that would have had ice put into the hatches on the top. That's what these are for. You can see the little handle, the iron, it would be an iron handle. They'd get up there to open that hatch and then fill it with ice. So not a refrigerated car, but an iced car. There's your brake wheel, trucks. Pretty nice little rig. So the operating milk car, one of the modern when I say modern, I mean post-war, I guess is the only way to say it. It's from the 80s and the 90s up until around 2005 when things started being transferred to China. Probably some stuff was going before that, but what I've been noticing from things I've accumulated, that it's somewhere 2000 to 2005-ish, things stopped being made in the United States, and it may have just been because they had some stock left over, and it took a while to deplete that while they were getting spun up at the other plants. But anyway, the milk car with a loading platform or unloading platform is a pretty common piece, and it's pretty fun. It's not perfect. It's quirky like everything else. Again, Lionel trains. I would push more towards the toy side than model railroads. I mean, they're nice and they're rugged. They're kind of realistic in some ways, but they look like toys. I mean, this track doesn't look real. So again, I really like Lionels for the smaller children, maybe up to 12, 14 years old, and even beyond that. These are fun for adults too. So anyway, I don't have anything else really to talk about with that piece, but do come back, and we've got the gatemen, we've got the semaphore, we've got some signals, banjo, and I'm trying to think what else I got. A couple other things that we'll find and put out here for you to see. So I appreciate you watching. Oh, the horse car too. Appreciate you watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.